Jonathan Ray, first time speaking to you since the decision to retire. How do you feel after the announcement?
Quite light. I'm right now. It's exciting because I'm jumping into the unknown in 26, whatever that may be. But just trying to focus now on the last 4 rounds of the season. It was important to make this announcement before Magny-Cours to come with, let's say, the blast die down and the emotions down and try to do a good job. Magny-Cours has been a good track for me in the past. I want to finish this chapter strong. I want to be competitive, and unfortunately last year in Magny-Cours I had an injury. I crashed with Bulaga in the last chicane and I had to have some surgery on my thumb. So I want to put the demons of 24 away and have a really good weekend.
Johnny, you announced your decision last week, but when did you make your decision?
Probably 2-3 weeks before that, after the last race. I think I walked out of the paddock in Balaton pretty convinced. It was the correct decision, whilst it's been playing in my brain for a long time. It's the most difficult decision as a rider, athlete, let's say, to make that when it's all you've ever known. But for me, it's the correct decision at the correct time, and I'm incredibly grateful for the career I've had in Superbike. And now's the time to think about new challenges, new ideas in life. Find something I'm good at and try to be rewarded in the same way. But would be silly to think that life gets much better. I've had an incredible life here. Superbikes give me an incredible platform and so much in return. So very grateful. But all eyes trying to finish this chapter well. It's been a tough year, marred with injuries and disappointments. So let's try and put all our energy into doing a good weekend.
Johnny, still a bit early to know what's next for you, but are we going to see you here in the Superbike paddock in the future?
No, for sure. At some point, my career's it's been a huge chapter in World Superbike. World Superbike's been a huge chapter in my career. So whether it's, I don't have any hatred for the sport. I love Superbike. I love the environment. So who knows? Maybe it's handing out trophies on the podium to the future stars, or just coming to enjoy a weekend of racing. I'll be forever grateful and always around for some WorldSBK racing.
For sure. What will you miss the most?
I will miss. It's a good question. I haven't thought about that. I'll miss, of course, the burning fire inside to win, because that's incredible. I'll miss the team camaraderie, the team working, that feeling. And I'll miss many things, thousands of things that are incredible at this job. But there's also a very tough part of the sport as well that I won't miss. The injuries, for example, that have taken their toll on me in the latter stages. And sometimes the travel, being away from home quite a lot. Because whilst it's 13 rounds a season, in reality it's much more than that, with testing, PR commitments, and everything else. So it's a busy year. So I'll have time to think about new adventures and new excursions. But yeah, for the most part, it's been an incredible ride.
Johnny, there's been a massive outpour of respect and love from rivals, from teammates, from the MotoGP paddock, from fans. How do you react to all that?
It was super nice to read all that, because without being somber, they're the kind of messages that you read when somebody's died. So I'm around to see them messages, that the impact I've made in sport, which is incredible. It's made me feel very proud, and just grateful to have the opportunity. And that sometimes when you're in the bubble of racing, you don't understand the impact you have on other people, because it's quite selfish sport. You're just thinking ahead and thinking about yourself. So reading the comments on social media, which I got through most of, the personal messages and direct messages is a different thing, because there was thousands and I couldn't read. So I hope I can go back and go through that, because I just didn't. When you're in the bubble of racing, you don't understand how appreciated I was by the fans, and when I was able to read some messages, was incredibly humbling and really nice.
Nice. And finally, Johnny, still 4 rounds and 12 races to finish the championship. Tell us about your target for these last races for you here in Superbike, starting in Magny-Cours, where you won 9 times and 3 World Championships.
Nice stat that. No, the target's to give my 100% every lap, every session, every race. Try to put the package together that I can really exploit all our potential. And if we can do that, then we can aim. You know, we've been in the top 5 this year already, so why not aim for the podium? That would be nice, you know, to stand on the podium. Whilst it's a lofty target right now, if we can build some momentum in these races. Estoril was also a strong round for us last year with a 4th and a 5th. So let's, if the stars align, let's shoot there and see what we can achieve.
Jonathan Ray, thanks a lot and congratulations on your career.
Thank you.